What's up, people of the interwebs? Explosion Phlosion here, back again today for our first episode of our Pokemon Road to World series. Over the past weekend, I saw, along with many other people, I'm assuming, saw the Pokemon World Championships, and it's something I've always wanted to do. Well, I mean, not always, but you know, for a good few years, a good 4 or 5 years, I've wanted to really get into the competitive scene, try my hand at Nationals or Worlds, and just generally do good. I love competitive battling now that I know how to do it properly all these years later, and I would like to get into it, but I also want to have fun with it. You know, I don't want to just go in top tier team.exe. I want to have fun with it, as you can kind of clearly see on the screen here. We don't exactly have top tier team, but we have fun team that we're going to be messing around with over time, and you're going to be going along the journey with me to find out what's fun but viable for Worlds next year. And so we are going to jump right into this, and we're going to change the music. Oh, only up to 16, 3, 4, 16. What? Oh, that's because I'm on YouTube Copy, and YouTube Copy doesn't have all the fire jams because we lost the lock. Alright, and so we got iDragon from the US in Florida. What do you bring today, iDragon? Good lord, you bring straight power. So you got the Kangaskhan, the Slurpuff, Dragonite, Noivern. Alright, we got basically 2 minutes, so let's go through some common weaknesses here. I see a weakness to ice in both the Dragonite and the Noivern, along with electric, a weakness to water in the Chandelure, weakness to poison and immunity to poison, a weakness to fighting, 2 weaknesses to fighting, 3 resists and 1 immunity. So how do I want to bring this? Well, first off, I want Lopunny. Lopunny is Bay. Lopunny is number 1. Then I might bring Amoonguss just to kind of deter some stuff going off of that. Then we will actually bring our core here of Golbat. And, who else do I want to bring? Do I want to bring the Politoed or do I want to bring Jolteon? We're gonna bring Jolteon, actually, because Jolteon is amazing and I love my Jolteon. And let's just see how this goes exactly. Say hi to YouTube, iDragon. Alright, so iDragon is issuing me the challenge. Gonna have to deal with this Lopunny and Amoonguss real quick with Ferrothorn and Noivern. Alright, so I think I know how this wants to go. So first things first, we are going to I could exert the fake out pressure to start, or I can go straight for the Ice Punch actually. And we can go for, actually, a Rage Powder on Amoonguss to try and deter them from attacking Lopunny whatsoever for this turn. Opponent's still deciding. So Lopunny gets off a Mega Evolution, real nice. Amoonguss uses Rage Powder, so anything's going straight to him. Noivern used Draco Meteor. Oh, please tank that. I think I made you a physical wall, but please tank that. Oh my god, it's so delicious. Lopunny's gonna Ice Punch and probably one-shot the Noivern. Yeah, get out of here with that. ×4. And what we got here? Leech Seed. Unaffected! Wait, Lopunny avoids it, but I still had... Oh, wait, that might just be attacks. But Lopunny swiftly dodging the Leech Seeds. Now let's see what my opponent wants to bring in for this. My opponent wants to bring in the Slurpuff. And my opponent wants to bring in the Slurpuff. We are going to... Actually, we're going to return. And especially if we see he's going to be doing stuff like that. Let's actually Spore the Slurpuff just in case. And doubling up into the Slurpuff was the correct option because Ferrothorn now protects itself. Lopunny's gonna hit up with a return. And it does get off its belly drum, which is unfortunate, and it's gonna get its Unburden boost. Yep, there's the Citrus Berry. I love this combo. It's going to get its Unburden boost, which is going to make it a very big threat. But Amoonguss lands the Spore, and to sleep it goes. Alright, and I think for that we will then go hit it up with another return. And we'll actually switch out Amoonguss for... Let's go for Golbat, actually. Golbat could possibly put in some work here. Alright, so Slurpuff is fast asleep. And it will be eating this return, and I do not think it will survive it. And goodbye, Slurpuff. The biggest threat right now is gone. Done. Gyro Ball. Is it going to hit me, or is it going to hit the... Yep, it's going to hit that Lopunny. Ooh, and deal some serious damage. Chandelure now comes in. Alright, Lopunny I want to preserve for right now. So we will actually switch Amoonguss back in. And in the meantime, we're going to hit Ferrothorn with a Super Fang and just knock its health down to half. Alright, right now we're sitting nice and pretty at a 4-2 lead. Let's see, is this going to go on to the Lopunny? Yep, so there goes the Amoonguss. I'm guessing that's Choice. No, it's Life Orbed. Okay. Not exactly a more favorable option. Leech Seed, Golbat avoids. You know, I still don't want to bring Lopunny in just yet, so we'll actually bring in Jolteon for right now. And we see that the Ferrothorn also had the leftovers. I float in the air with my air balloons to prevent those nice and powerful ground-type attacks. We will then use my Shadow Ball onto the Chandelure. I don't think he'd be expecting it, and we will Super Fang the Ferrothorn once again. And I really should have a book or something where I can write all this stuff down. Shadow Ball, because we outspeed because Jolteon's a monster. And that special attack is even much more monstrous, being that we can, you know, from almost full, take out a Chandelure. Ferrothorn avoids it, unfortunately, though. That is quite unfortunate. We are actually going to get Leech Seed, and he's going to get the double recovery off there. But because we float in the air with our air balloons, we actually can go for a different move here. I'm worried about a Gyro Ball coming in though, so I don't want to Volt Switch, so we might have to go with the Stab Thunder, hope for the best here, and hit him up with yet another Super Fang. I play it slightly a little bit offensively. I should honestly play things a little more safe, but that's why I didn't want to go for the Volt Switch where I knew I could definitely hit. Ooh. And I just realized I need to raise the friendship of my Lopunny, excessively so, because I completely forgot about the fact that it's traded over and return won't do as much as it did for my other one. Ferrothorn's literally just going to stall for reason. Oh, I guess to get the extra recovery. But now he sees that I'm going to go for the Thunder. He knows for a fact that Golbat is going to keep going for Super Fangs. So now he's going to be almost back up to full with both the with both his leftovers and the Leech Seed. Alright, so knowing that though, we'll go for this again for one more turn. But he probably will try and protect the following turn again. And we land our Thunder here. It's not going to do too much, unfortunately. But we do get the Para, and the Para is everything. Super Fang, knock you down half. The Iron Barbs will hurt slightly. Gyro Ball, I'm guessing, onto the... Nope, he's going to try and double Leech Seed. But if that's the case... If that is your play, sir... I'm assuming you're going to double protect. You're going to protect this coming turn to try and get back your extra health. I'm not having any of it. So for that, we will actually keep Jolteon in, go for a safer move such as Shadow Ball. And we will actually switch you out for Lopunny. So in comes the Lopunny. Ferrothorn is fully paralyzed, can't do a thing. Hit him up with a Shadow Ball then really quick. And we get the special defense drop. He pops his leftovers, unfortunately. And there goes his Leech Seed. Now he is still not protected due to this fact. So I think I might hard switch out into Golbat. And Lopunny... As much as I would prefer the high jump kick, I can see the protect coming in. And I don't appreciate... Actually, if that's the case, let's back up. No, I don't want him to get any more leftovers or Leech Seed recovery, so we will switch out for that. And Lopunny will just go with a safe Ice Punch for right now. Because I run high jump kick instead of drain kick or drain punch on my Lopunny. Well, let's see. Ferrothorn is paralyzed, can't move yet again, so we go for the Ice Punch. Alright, but now he is forced to not go for a protect because now he only is getting his recovery that way. Alright, so we will once again Super Fang. And we will high jump kick. And that's game. That's going to be game, ladies and gentlemen, right then and there. Yeah, the Iron Barbs will knock me down slightly. But we come out on top with a 3-0 lead. And that is a nice way to start off our new series here. So iDragon loses to my Pokemon. I would not like to save the battle video. Wait, I don't even have a verse recorder. I can't save the battle video. It'll take some time for the ladder to be updated. Yep, I would like to continue battling because I'm thinking of, depending on how long these battles run, maybe like 3 battles a time. Of course I want to run in my battle box. Challenge. Let's go for Music 16. I forget what Music 16 is. I think it's the legendary battle music, but we'll find out. I should honestly just play through the rest of the game. This is a little hard because I don't want to take my DS with my capture card attached to it with me on the go. Just God forbid anything ever happens to this capture card because I cannot replace it. I don't have the money for that. Alright, but first up, let's see what we got here. We have top tier.exe. We got the Raichu, which we saw plenty of at Worlds. We got Kangaskhan, we got Gengar, we got Blaziken, we got Gardevoir. We have 4 Mega Evolutions here. But I'm assuming that the Blaziken is not because regular Blaziken gets Speed Boost and it works perfectly fine. But I see nothing wrong with the lead we had before of both Lopunny and Amoonguss. However, actually, we might actually go with Politoed and Jolteon this time instead of Golbat and Jolteon. Just because my Politoed, of course, has the rain and whatnot, and can weaken any fire-type moves that this Blaziken wants to kind of dish out. But on top of that, the Politoed also runs Ice Beam and Water moves that could take out, conceivably, most of the team. And Jolteon, of course, as we saw, he has the electric moves that just deal his damage. He does have Lightning Rod Raichu and the Landorus, so unfortunately there's 2 immunities to electricity there. However, I do run a hidden power on it, and I do, as you guys saw, run Shadow Ball. So Shadow Ball can deal with the Gengar there. The Shadow Ball can also deal with the Gardevoir. Oh, that's right, I have this music because I called Cresselia. Alright, and Bob is issuing a challenge. Let's go, Bob. This will be an interesting match with top tier.exe. Alright, so I'm assuming fake out pressure from Kangaskhan, protect from Blaziken. So, if that's how this is going, we are going to double up into the Kangaskhan. We're going to Spore the Kangaskhan, and we are going to fake out because we outspeed the Kangaskhan any day of the week. See, this is the problem what happens when you run top tier.exe. Everyone knows what you're trying to do. You bring new elements into it, it throws people off because they're not entirely sure what you're going to do. True, Amoonguss has been around for a while, but for whatever reason, you don't see Mega Lopunny all that much. With normal fighting stabs, both, and like amazing move pulls for both of them, physical attacker with Scrappy, so it hits ghost types. Like, I don't know why people don't run it so much more. Oh, he's gonna withdraw. That was a smart play, actually. But let's see what he brings in. The Raichu. Okay, I can be down with that. However, I'm not going to enjoy this close combat that he's about to bring in. Alright, so Lopunny's gonna fake out the Raichu. It's going to do just about half. Blaziken's going to set up with Swords Dance. And we're going to Spore and land into the Raichu slot. Being that we are landing into the Raichu slot, we now don't have to worry about Raichu for this turn. Blaziken lands the speed boost, unfortunately. Alright, Lopunny, we're going to have to switch you out for the Politoed. And Amoonguss is going to have to try its best to Spore the Blaziken. My opponent's still deciding here. This will actually be a good match. The fact that they switched out Kangaskhan instead of just going straight for their own fake out, that was a very, very smart play on their part, and that means I'm now fully invested and interested in this match. Oh, this is so much fun. I miss good battles. And the fact that I finally get to bring them to the channel, I finally know how I want to present them. Lopunny comes back. Politoed goes in. We now set up the rain, so any fire type moves you wanted to land on my Amoonguss will not do as much now. Blaziken's going to protect. So it's going to get its double speed boost off. Raichu is fast asleep. Amoonguss used Spore, but Blaziken is also now down. Now he's at +2 speed, unfortunately. And I believe I want to set up my sub right here. And I think I'm going to, unless he goes for the double protect, but let's go for another one. Flare Blitz in the rain. Let's see how much it does. He did have the Swords Dance set up at turn 1. Amoonguss is not going to live, unfortunately. However, he does take serious damage here. And he is Life Orbed. Raichu wakes up, unfortunately, and does land the Nuzzle. Now, as long as we do not get paralyzed, fully paralyzed this turn or the following turn, we will be fine. There goes the substitute. Blaziken does land another speed boost, unfortunately. Alright. And as much as I would like to forget about that Raichu for a minute, I unfortunately cannot, because the Raichu will try to nuzzle my Lopunny, and that'll be the end of that. However, the Blaziken probably will go for the fighting type move and deal some serious damage to Lopunny. But for right now, Politoed is sitting nice and pretty behind a sub. God willing, no hacks come through and that full para hits. This is a good match. It's a very good match. I want to go with at least a positive win ratio for the day. You know, at least if I do 3 battles, I want 2 wins. At least 3 would be nice. So Lopunny fakes out the Raichu. So no nuzzles this turn. Blaziken does go for the Flare Blitz, and it does go onto the Lopunny, which Lopunny is not strong enough. Lopunny will die to that, even in the rain. This is unfortunate. However, that recoil will... so close, but not enough. And Raichu flinched and couldn't move, and now the Scald will come through. Alright. Now in comes in Jolteon. Unfortunately, he can now send in his Kangaskhan and get the fake out pressure that he needs. Gengar! Really? So Polito will actually then scald the Gengar, and we will actually use Hidden Power on the Raichu. Well, no, we won't do that actually. Politoed will actually scald into the Raichu, as well as Jolteon going into Shadow Ball on the Gengar. So he will withdraw Raichu, that's fine, into the Kangaskhan that means. Kangaskhan still has not Mega Evolved just yet. So Gengar will protect, unfortunately. However, we will land this Scald onto the Kangaskhan slot. But now here is the big question. Will we pick up the burn? We do not pick up the burn. Alright, and we now know the fake out is coming in from the Mega Kangaskhan onto my Jolteon, because it would just make no sense to pop it on Politoed unless he wants to break that substitute. Here comes Kangaskhan's Mega Ring. So Mega Kangaskhan obviously going with the fake out. Is it onto the Jolteon? It is onto Jolteon. This will bring a critical hit. That is severe damage to Jolteon, unfortunately, and Jolteon will flinch and not move, and the Sludge Bomb will end up taking Jolteon out. So we will be in a very severe uphill battle from this point forward. Especially because I believe Rain ends, if not this turn, next turn. Can we get the burn? We pick up the burn, ladies and gentlemen. But is it enough? It is enough to pick up the knockout. Alright, so we do have Rain for another turn. Alright. And right here and now, we need to be able to take out the Raichu, because if Gengar doesn't do enough damage, Volt Switch. So he will break my substitute here. The Gengar will try and come in. I am slightly more specially defensive. Not too much though, but let's see how well we can handle this. Alright, and we're fully paralyzed, and that will seal the deal right there, unfortunately. Yep, I should have just surrendered there instead of just waiting it out. But that is it right there. He faints. Gengar literally just has to do anything. And there it is. Unfortunately, we do not pick up the win here. We come close, but we do not actually get it. He played very well with that Kangaskhan. Alright, and so now on to our third and final battle of the evening, or afternoon, whenever you guys are watching this. This should be going up. I'm recording this now on Tuesday night. It's now 9:35, but you guys will probably be seeing it Friday around 3-ish. And in the battle box, we shall go in with these. And hopefully, we can be able to actually use Mega Swampert in this battle. That he will actually be very, very helpful. Derek from Pennsylvania. Alright. Ooh. I'm loving the Kanto support minus the Rotom. Ooh. So obviously his Aerodactyl is going to be his Mega. But the... I don't know. I feel like he could set up Rain here. He could do a lot of things here. However, the things I'm going to do here are going to be Politoed and Swampert leads. Undoubtedly, great play. Next. I kind of want Golbat in here. And I want Amoonguss, actually. And that should be what I need to take out this team. Politoed and Swampert both have enough stuff for the Venusaur. Golbat can be able to take out, honestly, the Weezing, probably. Amoonguss can definitely take out the Blastoise and the Rotom. Swampert can also take out the Aerodactyl. But we're gonna play some nice and smooth weather games real quick right here. So Derek is issuing a challenge. Lee will send in Politoed and Swampert with Rotom and Weezing. So with that, we will actually Toxic the Rotom, Mega Evolve, and I think we'll even end up going for... We're going to actually go for a Waterfall onto the Weezing. So we Mega Evolve, we pop our Swift Swim, we are Rain Boosted, Water Stab, Max Attack. Thunderbolt is going to hurt Politoed by a bit, but it is not enough to pick up the KO. That is because it is a critical hit, ladies and gentlemen, but I will still land the Toxic, and Politoed will live to see another day. And Swampert will now hit up the Weezing with the Waterfall, and let's see how much damage this does. I know Weezing can be quite the physical wall. And it's going to Willow, it's going to Willow our Swampert, unfortunately. And it's going to pop the Black Sludge. Alright. Politoed is just about useless, but I do not want to send it out for anything just yet. So we will hope for the best here, ladies and gentlemen. And we will end up hitting up Rotom Wash. We're going to try and get some of this back now. We're going to hit it with a Power-Up Punch. Swampert goes first with the Power-Up Punch. We are now back down to -1. But it's a Rocky Helmet. Thunderbolt will take out Politoed, but couldn't switch in anything else and do fine. And Memento. I don't entirely actually know what Memento does. My attack falls, so he was trying to bring me down to -4 to sack himself off. So now we are down to -3. Rotom will take another turn of poison damage. We will also take 1 turn of burn damage. And we will now send in our Amoonguss. And we will have to switch Swampert out here, unfortunately. However, I do not believe the Rotom has anything for Swampert, which could actually work to our benefit very well. And a Blastoise comes in here. So we will actually fight with this. We'll protect this turn just to stall things out a little bit, and we will switch into Golbat here. Because I would assume the water type attacks are coming in. No any electric types, just because of the fact that he can't Thunderbolt the Swampert, and he hasn't gone for anything predicting that since. Alright, so Amoonguss will now protect. Yet another turn of Toxic to start racking up. Rotom Thunder Waves, Amoonguss protects. Blastoise Ice Beams, Amoonguss protects. Alright, seeing both of these plays, I would say it is a safe switch in for Swampert for you. And a nice Super Fang for the Blastoise. Swampert will now be back up to neutral. Well, -2 I should say, for the burn. Rotom Thunderbolts. Golbat should be able to tank this because Golbat's a monster. Golbat disappoints me. Because, why is this Rotom a crit machine? That's the second time! That's probably going to seal the game for us, though. Rotom does take another turn of Toxic damage. Amoonguss will now come in. Alright, and so then with that, we will actually go for another Waterfall onto the Rotom. And we will protect Amoonguss again for this turn. Because with the Waterfall and the Poison, Rotom should go down here. Yep, and that will do the trick right there. Rotom flinched. Ice Beam Amoonguss protects. So nice, nothing happens. We might lose Swampert here though, unfortunately, just to the burn. But Swampert's holding out like a champ and knows exactly what he's doing. Now, depending on... Oh, it's a Venusaur. And you still have not Mega'd. These are unfortunate things that are occurring. But, in hopes of anything, we shall Ice Punch, and we will Giga Drain. So Swamperd's Ice Punch does in fact land on the Venusaur. Not too much damage. Sludge Bomb will end up taking Amoonguss. This Ice Beam should probably take out Amoonguss though. Except we tank everything that we do. But he does get the freeze. And that's what seals the game for us. Because now Swampert will most definitely go down to the burn this turn. Amoonguss does gain a little bit of health back with the Black Sludge. But it's not going to be enough. Another Sludge Bomb Ice Beam will end up taking me out. Yeah, there's no point in going for Protect. I would not be able to live another one. Yep, and that will do it right there. So unfortunately, we do not walk away with a positive win ratio. This is things to reflect for next week's Road to Worlds that we will be doing. So, we got a nice first win. Got a close second match, and the third match I was just outplayed. Plain and simple. So, actually, I am not going to continue battling. So, as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the new series to the channel. And I will try to catch you guys next Friday with another one of these. And if you guys want to stick around, we're going to have a couple other things, battles on Mondays, and we are also going to be having our Let's Play Wednesdays. So, until then, no matter how confusing, no matter how battle calculated that road may be, go with whatever flow you're set on, guys. Let's catch you guys later.